Hello, and today I will be explaining my code from the previous video. First, in the player's create event, we have four variables: the XP, YSP, jump count, and max jumps. The first two are the player's initial speeds. They're set to 0 by defaultly because if nothing's happening, basically the player will not be moving. They'll have jump count, how many extra jumps the player has performed, and max jumps is how many extra jumps are we allowed to have. Then, for the first two lines in the step event, YSP plus equals 0.1 and XP equals 0. What this means, the first one means that is the gravity, means that there's going to be a force applied on the player from the beginning of the game. We'll be pushing him down. For XP, we do not have a default speed for that because we don't want any force pushing on the sides of the player by default. They'll have if keyboard check order A and then if keyboard check order D. Those commands, what they do is that they check if one of those keys is pressed, and if, for example, A is pressed, it will move, let's say, left, and then if D is pressed, it will move right. And then we have if place meeting x y plus 1 wall object y speed equals 0 means that when we touch the ground, the gravity stops. We don't fall through the ground. Then, if keyboard check pressed, wiki space and place meeting xy plus 1 wall object, or jump count is below max jump. So, basically, what it does that if we're pressing space and we either are touching the wall or the jump count is below max jumps. So, and if our jump count is below max jumps or we're touching the wall, we can jump. And when we press space, it will go up. And then when you go up, the gravity disables. And once you... So basically the gravity disables, it makes you go up. Once you reach a certain height, you will start to go down because gravity enables back again for you. For the jump count plus equal 1 means that when you press space, the second time, then your jump count increases by 1. And once it goes up above 1, so max jumps is 1, you cannot jump anymore. So you will start to fall again. Then if place meeting x, y plus 1 wall object, jump count equals 0 means that once you land back on the ground, your jump count goes back to 0. So you can jump, double jump again. Now move and collide XP, YSP wall object basically does that. When you're on the ground, you can move on the ground and not stick to the wall, or you get stuck in the texture. That is still possible, but there's a low chance. So this is it. Thank you. Bye. Thank you for watching.